Well, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Sophia Potente, founder of The Natural Switch, and today I'm going to introduce you to a tool that can help you not just physically, but also emotionally, spiritually, and financially. Okay. Up until a few years ago, I thought of essential oils as just a nice smell, and they definitely smell amazing, but they can actually help us in so many different ways. So nowadays I use them for everything for my family, everything from helping my boys to sleep, to help me when I'm stressed, when we have tummy upsets, if we have a headache, to get through the cold and flu season. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the possibilities that they can create for you today, and show you lots of different ways that you can use them. Just keep in mind that, I don't expect you to remember, any of this really. I want to show you the possibilities, and those of you that do decide this is a lifestyle that I want to live, I give you ongoing support after today as well. Okay, so let's dive in. So this session is all about empowering you. Okay, so I'm going to teach you the 3 really cool things about essential oils. If you remember anything from the session, it's these 3 things. 3 different ways that you can use them. I'll give you a moment to reflect on your family's needs. So you might like to grab a pen and paper and jot anything down. And then I'll explain how to get them into your home. And I do have a special giveaway for you at the end. Okay, so a little bit about me. I have a background in public health research, in education and cancer prevention. Currently, I'm studying as a holistic health coach. But I haven't always been health conscious, if you like. Okay, so I guess you could say that I thought I knew everything about health, but it wasn't until my son came along that it really flipped that upside down and changed the way that I view what health really is. Okay, and it will be a bit clearer as we move through. So when my son came along 6 years ago now, he was very unwell. He spent the first year of his life screaming in pain from reflux, and no matter what we did, nothing was actually able to help him. So we tried every medication, we were in and out of doctor's surgeries, and at 1 years old, he ended up on a waiting list for major stomach surgery. And then luckily, before we had that surgery, while we were on the wait list, we were introduced to an integrative doctor who really, really changed our lives. So what did we do? So there were 3 things essentially that she recommended to us. The first was about changing his diet to a more whole foods, natural approach. The second was some different natural remedies that she introduced. So this was a whole range of various supplements and herbs, but a major part of it were these essential oils that every night we were asked to massage into his tummy. Now, the third thing was she recommended that we reduce chemicals in our home, and explained how we inhale and we absorb what we're using in our home, from the products that we're putting onto our skin to what we're actually cleaning our home with, and how that was adding to the inflammation in his body. It was adding toxicity, it was affecting his gut microbiome, and it was essentially preventing his body from healing. And we're absolutely blown away with the results that we had. Keep in mind, we had seen 9 different doctors before this. We had tried every medication you can think of. And after 4 months of doing what she had recommended, he was medication free. We were able to cancel the stomach surgery. He was sleeping again and a lot more settled. It was really incredible. And we've taken on this approach over time for the rest of our family as well. So it's helped us in lots of different ways as well. So, for myself, using these oils and obviously changing my diet, I've been able to shift 12 kilos. My hormones have totally rebalanced. My skin has cleared up. I've got a history of polycystic ovaries. So, this approach has been a real game changer for me. My husband was constantly, on antibiotics for tonsillitis. He hasn't had them now in 4 years. And my eldest son has had some, neurological issues as well. That's really, really helped him. But I won't dwell too long on that, except to say that it's had a real flow-on effect for, our whole family. Okay, so I guess there were 3 take-home messages that were really hit home for me that I want to share with you. So the first is that our homes can be really toxic without us realizing. Now, if you think about the perfumes that we're spraying on every day and the spray and wipes that we're using and the air fresheners and the deodorants that we're using, okay, this all really adds up. Well, what I learned is it can be really, really easy to switch. Okay, so that's what I help people with. I help people take out the overwhelm and the stress of going chemical free, and I make it super, super simple for you. Okay, so there is a really easy way to switch it out. The second thing was, plant medicine really works. Okay, I'll be honest, I was super skeptical when she asked us to rub these oils onto my son's tummy, and I thought, we've tried everything. How on earth is this going to work? Okay, but let me assure you, instead of, dosing my son up with the Mylanta and Panadol we would give him every single night, I was blown away that just massaging his tummy in 5 to 10 minutes, he would completely settle down from his reflux. And then the third thing, and I guess this is my biggest message, is that we have a lot more power and control to change our circumstances and to change how we feel. Sometimes we just accept it as normal and we think somebody else has the answer to us, for us, and we think there are no other options available, but I'm here to tell you that there really are. So I want you to keep an open mind as we go through this session that, no matter what you're going through, there are other options that can really support you and you can really, feel the way that you want to. Okay, so things are going to come up in everyday life. Okay, there's always going to be ups and downs and challenges that are thrown our way. Okay, and if we take a simple example, like we say we might get a headache. Okay, so when it comes to health, we might get a headache. And we have two options. Okay, we can take the modern approach, which will be to take a pill. And don't get me wrong, this will work. Okay, and medicine absolutely has a place. Okay, so modern medicine is incredible for acute situations. It's very life-saving. It's amazing for emergencies. But the trouble with using it for those everyday ailments, those minor issues or lifestyle-related issues, is it's very symptom-focused. Okay, so we're dealing with the symptoms, but we're not addressing what the root cause is. And because they're made of synthetic agents, we actually end up with a lot more side effects. Okay, and if we look at the fact that we're spending $6.5 trillion every year on, on modern healthcare, we have to ask ourselves, is it actually working? Are we any healthier? And I don't know about you, but we look around us and we see, chronic illness is actually at epidemic levels. And I want to remind you that just because something is common, it doesn't mean that it's normal. Okay? We get so used to people having, eczema, allergies, asthma, autoimmune conditions, thyroid conditions, whatever it might be. It's almost become an everyday thing, but it really doesn't need to be that way. Okay, and then we have a holistic approach. Now, this is all about focusing on the root cause and treating the whole person. So with my son, when we switched from, the reflux, obviously with the guidance of our doctor, but with the reflux medication he was on, to using something natural. So this was about focusing on the cause, about why was his digestive system not working the way that it was designed to, and how can we get his body functioning again? Okay, so it's all about healing at that root cause level and bringing his body back to balance, because our bodies have an incredible ability to heal and the cells are constantly replacing, and we just need to give our bodies what it actually needs, okay? And so this is all about using plant-based solutions that are safe and effective, okay, so we don't end up worse than what we began. Okay, so here are the 3 cool things I want you to remember about essential oils. Now, firstly, is that they are safe. And that's because they are 100% natural, all right? So we're not going to get those same side effects when we use them correctly, and they're not addictive. Although I would argue with that point, because I have to say I'm pretty addicted to my essential oils nowadays. I have a little box here and I've got a huge collection, but they are incredible to have in your home. Now, and because they come from plants, we know that we've been using plants for thousands of years all across the world for their health benefits. Okay, so, and then over time, we started to drift towards pharmaceutical medicine. Okay, but we're forgetting where modern medicine actually comes from. So we know that aspirin comes from the bark of a willow tree. Okay, we're seeing cannabis oil in some countries that we can get a prescription for it. So my point here is that we've forgotten how potent and how powerful plants can really be. Now, I'm not talking about any essential oils. The brand that I work with, which is doTERRA, is certified pure therapeutic grade. Here in Australia, it is approved by the Therapeutic Goods Administration, which essentially means that it's pharmaceutical grade. And it also means that you can use it in lots of ways, in a way that's safe for children, it's safe for babies, safe for the elderly, okay, that you might not be able to use other brands, okay? And you can also use them internally, which I'll explain later. So, for example, with peppermint, in the past, I might have taken, say, a Panadol for if I have a headache. Nowadays, I will use peppermint for that. It's TGA approved for, mild headaches. You can actually dab it onto your temples and onto the back of the neck. And remember, our skin is very absorbent, okay? And that's how they will work. Peppermint is incredibly energizing. Think of it as a caffeine-free energy boost, okay? I love to inhale it off my palms if I need that really quick pick-me-up, okay? The other thing I love about them is they can be a lot more effective, than some of our modern approaches. So, and the reason for that is the way that they actually penetrate the cell membrane. So if we go back to Biology 101 and if we think about what a cell looks like, we've got a diagram here. But what you can see on the outside is that membrane that is protecting that cell, and it's protecting that cell and basically keeping the bad stuff out. Now, when we get a bacterial infection, that bacteria sits on the outside of the cell, and the virus is on the inside of the cell. Now, antibiotics are very effective at killing that bacteria on the outside, right? But the trouble is they can't penetrate the cell to get on the inside to address a virus. And this is why if we go to the doctor and we have a mild everyday virus, if you're watching this in 2020, we're not talking about the coronavirus here, okay? So we're going to forget about that. We're just talking about those everyday things. It will not actually penetrate inside the cell. And that is why when you go to a doctor, you will be told, just go and drink lots of water, have some rest, all very sensible advice, have some sleep and just let it pass, okay? The difference with essential oils, because those molecules are so small, okay, and they are oil-based, they will actually penetrate the membrane and get inside that cell, okay? So what we use is On Guard during the winter season. It's our absolute savior. It saves us lots of trips to, the chemist or to the pharmacy and so forth. And I find that we not only pick up bugs and get sick less often, but we actually bounce back and recover a lot more quickly. So every morning my boys put this on the soles of their feet before school, okay? And I know that their immune systems are supported. We will use it, gargle it for a sore throat, okay? This is basically our natural immune booster, and that's because it can get inside the cell. Now, it's also a great sanitizer, so it's great for hands and for your house if you want to go chemical free. So here you'll see I've got a little spray bottle. All you need to clean your home with is a bottle of On Guard. It will replace so many things in your house, like your cleaning sprays, your spray and wipes, your exit mold, your Pino Clean, your Glen 20s, all of that I have replaced in my house with a bottle of On Guard. Okay, super, super versatile. Now, they're also very affordable. So, as I mentioned, because you can replace lots of products, you'll be able to, stop buying all of these excess products, and you can just, just with a few drops of essential oil. They're super versatile. One drop goes a really long way. So, for example, 1 drop of peppermint is like 28 cups of peppermint tea. Okay, and so we all know how beneficial peppermint is for our digestive system. So imagine what a drop of peppermint can do in your water if you, have a tummy upset. Now, so that's how you're going to, save loads of money by replacing your everyday products. I've essentially, I've made over my medicine cabinet. I've got my little first aid box here that I can use for everyday wellness needs. Replace detox to my home. And not to mention all the time and hassle that we're saving by spending half a day at the GP for something small that we could have easily dealt with at home. So, I'm not talking about emergencies here. I'm talking about, just little irritations or skin irritations or, I guess it's that preventative healthcare. So being proactive and keeping ourselves well rather than waiting until, we really need something more serious. And so lavender, another example. This is an amazing one, helping us sleep, to help us manage stress. Lots of people in my members group that deal with, stress and anxiety and things like that absolutely love the lavender. It is also amazing for the skin. So, I've had some members in my group using it for eczema, for itchy bites, for any skin irritations, great for sunburn as well. Okay, fabulous for children and babies, this one too. I love to add lavender to the bath or just diffuse it before bed. Okay, so here are 3 ways that we can use oils. So we can smell them, put them on our skin and use them internally. And now let me explain. So when we smell them, we can do that in 2 ways. We can use a diffuser, and a diffuser is amazing to smell your home, make your home smell incredible without, diffusing chemicals and synthetic fragrances. There's no substitute when you smell the real plant, okay, I promise you. Amazing, helping you sleep better, just change the way that you feel, okay, because when we inhale oils, it's directly affecting the limbic system of the brain, and this is the part of the brain that controls our emotions, it controls our hormones, it controls our stress levels, okay, so it's a very fast way to shift your mood. What I recommend particularly is using them in this way, okay, so when you smell them is you just pop a drop in the palm of your hands, rub your palms together, and then you just take a deep breath like that. And I find it a lot more intense, particularly for mood, or if you need like an energy booster, that's a really beautiful way to use the oils, okay? Now, also a great way to cleanse the air. So if you have any smells in the home you want to rid of, if, say the bathroom, or if you've cooked a certain dish. And it's also great for coughs and colds, okay? So there are certain ones that really help you with the coughs and colds. Now, putting it on the skin. So many things you can use them on the skin for, like, muscle pain, digestive, you can massage it onto the tummy, or you can use them, say, for skin irritations as well, or to help you sleep. Now, just my top tips is to use a carrier oil, particularly if you've got sensitive skin or for children, and that will basically help protect the skin and also help the oils absorb better as well. And another practical tip is I recommend having some empty rollers, and I can help you with all of this, is that you basically makes it easy. Because then when you have an essential oil roller, you can use them really simply, roll it onto the temples, okay, for a headache. You can use them as natural perfume. If you have a chest cough, you can roll it onto the chest. You can roll them onto the tummy as needed. So it just makes them really easy to apply very, very quickly. Okay, so the first tip I give people is to get your oils into rollers, and you'll find them super convenient. Now, the third way is to use them internally. Now, if you have ever eaten peppermint chocolate, okay, and I'm sure most of you have actually eaten essential oils. Okay, so because essentially what they are is it's just a pure plant extract. So it's a really easy way to flavour your food naturally with just 100% pure plant, okay? Less is more, you don't need much, 1 or 2 drops is plenty. I love to add them into my water bottle. I love to add lemon or grapefruit or lime into my water bottle, 1 or 2 drops. It's a really great internal cleanser, gets your digestive system going. Or you can also take them in a veggie capsule if you're using them for something like digestive issues or bloating, or you want to support your immune system. Now, I'm just going to show you some of the most popular oils that come in our starter kits. So lemon, as I mentioned, a great one to add to your water to cleanse the body, 1 or 2 drops, okay? Perhaps you're currently putting fresh lemon in your water, and that's really fantastic. The difference with the lemon oil is it actually comes from the rind of the lemon, so it's not acidic, okay? And so that means it won't erode the teeth, the enamel on your teeth. So that's just something to be mindful of. Now it's also an amazing cleanser for your home. So I also have a bottle like this, which I use for windows, for stainless steel, It makes your home smell amazing and nice and fresh, okay, much nicer than bleach. And it's, you know, it's a great way to purify your home naturally. Now, Digest Zen, this is one of our favorites, as you can imagine. This was a savior for my boy. We still use it today sometimes if, you know, if he has a tummy upset. I will use it if I've eaten out. I'll put a drop or two in a glass of water to relieve a tummy upset or bloating. Or if you prefer, you can just massage it onto the tummy. So I recommend having a tummy roller. You can massage and then rub it in. Or we will diffuse it in a car trip, okay? If my youngest boy gets car sick, if we go on long trips, so we will put the diffuser on with Digest Zen, or you can even get a tissue and put a few drops on a tissue and pop it in the car vent, okay? Because it has ginger in it, it will really help with that motion sickness. It has ginger, fennel, kind of has a licoricey smell. Okay, I wish you could smell through the screen, so I'll just describe it to you. It smells a little bit like licorice because there's peppermint, ginger, and fennel in it. Okay, so Ice Blue. This is the one we replaced with Deep Heat. So we replaced Deep Heat, Tiger Balm, Denka Rub. This is how we use this one. So amazing for aches and sore shoulders, backs, muscle pain. Okay, also great for head tension. Now, Easy Air, this is what we replaced. I'm giving you examples that you might relate to or you might already be using. So we've replaced Vicks with this one, okay? And the reason we find this a lot more effective and also it's safer is because it's 100% plant. So there's no petroleum, there's no fragrance, nothing like that. It's just pure plant. Okay, so I encourage you to go and look at the ingredients of what you're currently using and just check what's in there. So this is great for, you know, just to open the chest, help clear breathing, clear the airways. If for stuffy noses or sinuses, it's a great one to inhale that way. Or you can just massage onto the chest, back, and the soles of the feet the same way that we used to use Vicks. That's, again, I recommend putting them into a roller. Okay, now Wild Orange, super energizing, mood boosting. It's really happy oil. Children tend to love this one. My boys definitely do. Yeah, it's just a great mood booster. It blends well with so many other oils as well. And I love to make Jaffa balls with this one as well. So if you make like raw treats and you like to make chocolate mint balls and things like that, you will love Wild Orange. It's a really yummy one. You can add it to your coconut yogurt. So many possibilities with Wild Orange. Okay, and the last one I'm going to share with you, actually what I did meant to mention is on the citrus oils. Citrus oils are also great for sugar cravings. Okay, so particularly lemon and grapefruit, they're incredible for sugar cravings. I know especially as women, many of us are dealing with that. Okay, so frankincense, this is amazing for the nervous system, calming the nervous system. So, you know, before bed, this is a beautiful one to diffuse or to inhale. Anytime you're feeling a little bit anxious and you need to reset and ground yourself, frankincense is the one alongside lavender. It's also great for if you're concerned about, you know, aging of the skin. It's a beautiful one to apply to your face every single night. 1 or 2 drops, add it to your moisturizer and rub it into the skin. And that's because it's amazing for healthy cells. Because it's great for your cells. It's one that I actually apply under the tongue every night. I keep this in my bathroom. I put a drop under my tongue, apply it to my face and inhale it, and that's my nighttime ritual. Okay, so let me explain now how people get started with doTERRA, because there are actually 3 ways that you can get started. The first one is buying at retail, and I definitely don't recommend that, okay? And this is if you're going to buy it at a health food store or a chemist or something like that. doTERRA aren't really, are mostly sold through word of mouth, so you won't find them at many retail outlets. The second way is at wholesale, which is kind of like Costco, where you get them 25% below retail. And the third way is below wholesale, and this is what I help you with, okay? So I sell them at below wholesale, and this is the way that I recommend people actually get started. Okay, so the oils that I've shown you today all come in the starter packs. And the reason that most people get started with one of those is because they're hugely discounted. And what it basically means is then you'll have a toolbox, okay, at home that you can reach for no matter what comes up in your family, or it's physical or emotional needs or practical around your house. You will have something to be able to help you, okay? Because this is all about living that lifestyle. It's not about having a one bottle of oil that's not really going to have the same potential to, to change your life, really. And keep in mind that what I've shown you is the tip of the iceberg. They're just examples only, but there are so many, so many uses. The good thing is you don't need to remember anything from today, okay? Because everybody that gets started with me gets a recipe book with everything that they need to know. They also join our online community with over 500 women in there, sharing tips and recipes, and you can ask questions, and you basically get to learn at your own pace. Okay, so you're not left alone with a box of oils. You're actually very much empowered with everything that you need to be able to go low tox and live a more natural lifestyle over time. Okay, so there are several different starter kits available. I'm just going to show you the three most popular. Okay, but then after this, we can obviously chat offline, and I can work out a solution that best suits what your needs are. Now, this one is super popular because for a few reasons. One, it's hugely discounted. So you're saving over $300 with this kit. The second thing is it comes with $120 worth of free products in future. But the third thing is it basically contains everything that you need to start going low tox really, really quickly and easily. Okay, so it includes all the oils we've talked about today, plus 8 extras. Some of those are for sugar cravings and weight loss, for hormone management, for dealing with, that time of the month, hormone ups and downs, for head tension. There's several others there, which I won't go into right now. Oh, some of the mood management ones that people with stress and anxiety love. You also get the great box that I've shown you, and the diffuser, the coconut oil. There's a little ointment there that's really amazing for eczema. And what I love about this kit is it shows you some of our other products, like the hand wash and the toothpaste. Now, what some people don't know is that, actually many people don't know, that doTERRA is actually a one-stop shop for your home. So they do cleaning products, skin care, hair care, supplements. Supplements is actually their number one. So it's a very easy, once you have a doTERRA account, it's very easy being able to switch out toxins in your home and just, one-stop shop for your home as well, and the really high quality products as well. Okay, the second most popular kit is the Home Essentials kit. So this is amazing because it gives you all the oils we've talked about, okay, in the big bottles. So there's 250 mils in that, 250 drops, sorry, 250 I think of it as doses, if you like, because you only need 1 or 2 drops for most things. And you're also getting a diffuser in there, plus you actually get a coconut oil with that as well. So everything that you need to get started. To give you an idea of what good value this is if you were to purchase a bottle of frankincense by itself, it would actually be $125 if you were to buy that on its own at retail, okay? So to get this kit with everything here is incredible value at only $339. Now, the budget option is the Family Essentials kit. So this is $184 and it includes all of the oils we've heard about. The reason it is only $184 is the bottles are smaller. So let me show you the difference, okay? So they're 1/3 of the size, they're 5 mils instead of 15 mils. Okay, so you're not getting as much oil, but it's a good sample option if you're on a budget or you just want to try them out first, okay? It also comes with a free Smart and Sassy, which is the sugar craving blend, great for metabolism, for those that are trying to shift some extra kilos, and it comes with a coconut oil as well. All right. So I want you to take a moment to reflect perhaps on what your needs are. All right, so you can pause this, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can pause this slide and note down any needs out of here, okay, and I'll keep on moving. So what happens next? Okay, so if you've received this link, chances are you've been aiming to come to my live sessions, but you haven't been able to. And so I've sent you this so you can watch in your own time. So this is really the start of a conversation, okay? So I'm going to be in touch to help you with your specific questions, with any needs that you've written down. And then together we can come up with something that will suit you, and we can customize, whether that's, individual, or I can help you choose the kit that best suits your needs. Now, I also have a special giveaway, okay? So everybody that gets started with me, you're not left alone with a box of oils, you also actually get extra goodies. So you receive a recipe booklet to really get you confident making the most out of your kit. You receive some empty rollers that you can pop your oils into. You also receive some samples of the mood management oils, which smell absolutely incredible and will make you feel good. And you can even use them as perfume. Receive some of our throat drops, and I think of them as like Vicks Vapor Drops, the Easy Air drops. The Wild Orange that everybody loves, and some of our other personal care products that you can see there. If you are watching this in September 2020, there's an amazing offer this month, which is you receive 30% back of your order as points, okay? Or if you're watching this after September, it's actually my birthday month this month, so you get some extra goodies from me. If you're watching this after September, just ask me what the promotion is, because sometimes they have different promotions on as well. Okay, so there are actually 3 types of people that will join doTERRA, right? So there are over 8 million people in the world that use doTERRA. In my members group, we have over 500, and they'll fall into one of these categories. So the first are the people that just want to live a more natural, healthier lifestyle, which is fantastic, okay? So they're just happy using the products. The second group of people are the type that love to tell their friends and family about what they love, whether it's their favorite movie or a cafe that they love, they tell all their friends and family. Okay, and these are the people that do the same about oils, and they get their products paid for. Okay, so that's the amazing thing about doTERRA. It comes with the benefit of a referral system that, as you tell people about the oils, you can actually get your products paid for, and you can do that really easily just by referring people to my sessions, referring people to me, or I can run a session for you. So if that appeals to you, definitely let's have a chat and we can organise that. They're really fun and easy. And then the third group of people that want to add some extra income into their life. Okay, so these might be everything from stay-at-home mums, or people that have an existing, health and wellness business and want to add some extra residual income, or somebody that wants to have a side hustle. So for me personally, I had a part-time job, and then I was doing this on the side for 9 months. And then I built my income to a point where I could actually quit my job. And now it's amazing. I'm able to work from home, choose my own hours, and be able to do what I love. So if any of the second or the third option appeals to you, let's have a chat and I can explain to you how it all works. Okay, so I'm just going to wrap up with a little bit about doTERRA, okay, because if you're like me and you're conscious about who you're supporting and who you like to partner with, the heart of the soul of a company and the difference it makes in the community, really can make all the difference. So let me leave it there, and I'm just going to end off with this video. But before I do, I just want to say thank you for joining me. I will be in touch in a couple of days, to chat with you and check in with your questions and help support you. But we'll end up with this one here. Okay. The tech working.
Right from the beginning, having a completely pure essential oil was everything to us. Essential oils that you purchase on the open market today are either going to be synthetic or they're going to be engineered. Our focus was that you can't improve on Mother Nature, and you shouldn't try.
We knew that we had to find a better way. We had to ensure the purity, the potency of these essential oils coming from the plant. We had to make sure that we became the stewards of nature, that they became unchanged as nature produces them.
It wasn't something that we just thought about that was clever or what would happen if we did this. We really felt like that this was a path that we needed to follow, we wanted to follow, but that was really needful in the marketplace.
I had always been looking for more of a natural form of healthcare after I had kids, because I was shocked at the lack of resources that there were as a parent.
Every mom wants everything for their kids. So to have the trust in a product that's not only 100% safe, but 100% effective is priceless.
We are interested in having the purest, most powerful, most potent, highest quality essential oils that you can have. But in the process, we're also very interested in doing good in the world.
I realize that these oils have a mission that goes far beyond any of us, that they were put on this earth for a purpose, for our healing. It's an amazing vehicle that we have to allow individuals to recognize their value.
So it's a whole lifestyle, a whole mindset, and I'm so grateful that I've started to shift to a healthier lifestyle. And having the essential oils, it's empowering.
Physicians who become more and more aware of the therapeutic potency of these essential oils as we move toward the future of modern healthcare will begin utilizing them in the clinical setting.
That is what it's all about. It's not about personal wealth or personal achievements. There's something we can do here to help, to give back.
No other industry has the ability to connect people together and provide an opportunity for them to help each other. Just this whole community that has come together.
I knew deep in my heart that we could make something new and different with doTERRA, and it would truly be something I would be proud of.
I just think the whole planet is being lifted by this company, and it makes it so easy to be passionate because I know that every step of the way, it's lifting someone. It's blessing someone. It's a light to someone.
Some people are asking the question, is the dream already done? And I think about that all the time, and I have to say there has never been another time in the history of doTERRA where the dream has been more alive than it is now.
What really needs to be understood is that our model is really focused on two things. It's focused on getting the best and helping the most.
That's our goal, that's our objective, is to make everyone a better human being. With that, they start to dream again. They go out in the world, they do great things. Pretty soon, the impact is happening with millions of lives.
Even now, I've watched that so many times that it still gives me goosebumps. Last year, I was lucky enough to be sent to go to Vietnam with doTERRA, and it was absolutely incredible. Some of the humanitarian projects that we were able to take part of, it's just really a beautiful community. I really think of it as a humanitarian company. But that's something that you can learn more about later. I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me, and I will be in touch. Please reach out. My website, which I actually haven't given you yet, which should be on the next, no, it's not on the next slide. So it's thenaturalswitch.com.au. Okay, so you can read more there as well, thenaturalswitch.com.au, and I shall speak to you soon. Okay, bye for now.